Hello, everybody.
Hold on. I'll make a few adjustments here.
All right, so there we go with all that. All right, well, Tim, how's everything going for you?
It's fine. Got something cool in the mail today.
Oh yeah, what did you get?
I'll show you, my friend.
Oh, you got a copy of your own book, huh?
Yeah, so I could show people. See, there's the cover.
Have it on
It's a
hand. Have it on.
wraparound cover. You got bam. You got the front cover and then back cover. See, it's Velvet Comics, but it's published through Critical Blast.
Glass.
I like how it looks like one of those classic books that you read on your show, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just obviously with better printing and maybe better editing, maybe.
And of course, I love these. I'm gonna keep this.
Oh, the critical blast bag right there.
Yes, I'm totally gonna keep that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna put this right back in it.
I guess it is a good way to hold on to the book, huh?
Yeah, gotta have my copy of Melvin #1 Special Edition with a Critical Blast bag. That's all I wanted to show everybody.
All right.
Oh, and also go get your copy of Melvin #1 Special Edition on Walmart, Amazon, and Barnes and Noble today.
And if you would like to share your link, you're more than welcome to. Um, I know you probably usually do this anyways, but I forgot to ask you the other when we did that impromptu campaign promotion for you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to ask something that I know you probably do this already anyways. But are there any special perks or anything attached to the book that you want to mention to everybody?
Well, if you with proof of purchase plus a mailing address, I will send you a free book, which is Ed and the DC's #1.
All right.
Who doesn't love free stuff?
Right.
Come
All
on.
right. So, yeah. All right. So with that, then a reminder to everybody, of course, if for those of you who haven't yet, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage, that would be appreciated. Also, if anything here we talk about tonight grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. So we're at the 3.5 minute mark. So, and I did tell you just before we went on what we're doing, but I'll just tell everybody now that we're live. So we're going to go over at least a couple of articles. Depending upon time, we might do more, but a couple of articles I picked out. One, um, has Tim moved into Rick's apartment?
No. This thing you're seeing is in Idaho. He's in he's way up in the cold north.
Yeah. Hey, no, but I guess I can get what Elk is saying though, because your room there looks kind of like Rick's. So.
Yes, except for mine has that over there to hang up, coats.
Hmm.
Um, I got a big ass TV over there.
Hmm.
What else I got?
All right.
Trust me, it's quite different.
All right. So, anyways, and depending upon where we're at with time and stuff, after we do the first two articles, maybe I'll add another one. Oh, and then Rick is chiming in here. Not my apartment, but my room. Excuse me a moment. I think somebody just knocked on my door. I'll be right back. Tim, if you want to talk to the chat for a moment.
Hmm. Well, hello, chat. How you doing? Let's see what we got here. We got. No, that's not what I want to press. Come on. Okay, we do have. which will only be here till next Monday. Where are you gonna go after that? You gonna go back to Hamilton, then what? Very Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. I just don't like especially my leather jacket. I don't want my leather on the floor. Did you see? Did you guys see? Let me show you again. Bam! Critical Blast bag. Pretty snazzy. We got the cover. It's kind of shiny. It's a little too shiny. Damn shiny cover. Done by John Dillard. And we got the inside pages. See, we got this page right here. And this page right here. Tell me if I'm holding it up correctly. And then, of course, all the extras.
All right.
All the extras on the back of the book. Bada bam, bada bam.
All right. My sister was needing me for something, so I just that's why I was gone. But let's see, which I will only be here till next Monday.
See, there's all just have to order a bunch of things from. I got the Critical Blast checklist there of the stuff they have. Oh, and another key feature. Bam! It's got a barcode. Barcode, bitches.
Oh, I didn't even see that before. I just saw the critical blast thing.
Barcode.
You were showing me earlier.
Bam, bam.
Anyways, let's kind of finish getting caught up on these.
Thank you, Elk.
Always like a good coat hook. Very Sherlock Holmes. And Rick says it's Smelvin.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't want better Smelvin than the Canadian shill.
Melvin looks fantastic. All right. So actually, I was just thinking about something, Tim. Actually, you're going to be on with me 4 times next week because you're going to fill in for Rick on Monday. I should have you in for Tuesday and Thursday. And then next Friday, as well as this Friday, you're coming in to do the historical comic retrospect. So you're going to be, over the next couple of weeks, you're going to be here like 7 times.
What? Bam, 7 bitches.
Anyways, all right. With all that being said, and thank you for filling the time there, Tim. Why don't we get into the articles we're going to go over?
Shoot.
A couple of interesting ones I picked out for tonight. Not obviously as controversial, more like release type stuff, or well, ones are more of a rumor than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get into this. So the first article I saw here for today, and of course, as always, guys, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to. Plus Sundays, yeah, he'll be here probably Sundays as well. So quite a bit. Anyways, so with that being said here, rumor. Coyote versus Acme was shelved to make way for a new Looney Tunes movie. Article by J.B. Augustine published yesterday. Now you got the modern day Elmer Fudd, who is nowadays being voiced by Greg Burson. Of course, back in the golden age, he was voiced by the late great Arthur Q. Bryan. Sticks up Bugs Bunny, who's voiced now by Billy West in Space Jam, 1996 Warner Brothers Animation.
Ain't he a stinker?
Yeah. Why is it that a film ready for release after 6 years of development and high scores in test screenings got canceled overnight? When you're dealing with Warner Brothers Discovery, the likeliest and easiest answer is a tax break. But that might not be the whole story. And you get some more rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. You get Bugs and Daffy here. Daffy voiced, I guess in this case, both voiced by Joe Alasky. Looney Tunes back in action there. Warner Brothers Discovery might have shelved Coyote versus Acme with their wallet on their mind, while also secretly working in favor of a more traditional Looney Tunes cartoon called The Day the Earth Blew Up, according to MovieWeb. The site's report post Warner got cold feet due to the performance of the films Space Jam, A New Legacy, and Looney Tunes Back in Action. Similar to Coyote vs. Acme, these films employed a mix of animation and live action, but unlike their predecessors, Who Framed Roger Rabbit and the first Space Jam, they couldn't recoup their budgets or become classics.
How would we know?
LeBron James in Space Jam, A New Legacy, 2021. Contrast that with a fully animated movie like Teen Titans Go to the movies, which had a leaner budget and made a bundle in theaters relative to it. And you might see why Warner Brothers Discovery had trepidation. Fortunately for a studio studio tightening its belt, they have presumably less expensive Day the Earth Blew Up give priority. Now, for what we just read earlier in the article, I think The Day the Earth Blew Up is maybe considered more traditional anime or animation. Let's see. That doesn't mean, however, that Coyote vs. Acme reached the end of the trail without catching the Road Runner. One source very close to the project says negotiations to shop the film around are still ongoing. Anything to say on this stuff yet, Tim?
No, they tried a few. They're trying a few movies and didn't like the results, even though one was positive, and then shelved them.
Quote, as far as I know, it's ongoing, unquote, the film's writer Sammy Birch said via IndieWire. At the Oscars red carpet, quote, I think we're all pretty heartbroken about it. Let's see. We hope it will somehow find its home and not end up stuck in a vault for the rest of time. That would be a great resolution, unquote. Finding its home, I think, is what they mean by great not being stuck in a vault for the rest of time.
Right. Do they
quote,
still store films?
Yeah. Quote, I know that they have been screening places, and I think there still are, unquote, Birch added. Quote, I hope that I'm allowed to say that I'm going completely rogue here. It's just the best group of people. Dave Green, who directed it, I just love so much. Will Forte is amazing in the movie. I've seen the final cut of the completed film, and I'm very proud of it, unquote. Let's see if anybody's saying anything as of yet. And as a reminder, of course, if you guys can, and we already pointed out the Plus Sundays. If you haven't yet, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage, that'd be appreciated. Anyways, as we continue here, Forte expressed his discontent in a statement posted to social media. Quote, super funny throughout, visually stunning, sweet, sincere, emotionally resonant, in a very earned way. As the credits rolled, I just sat there thinking how lucky I was to be part of something so special, Forte wrote in defense of the film. Yeah, I know this pretty much is pretty straightforward, I think, for the most part. But it's always nice to have some straightforward articles now and again, not have so much drama attached to them, right?
Right. So it's
quote, that quickly turned to confusion and frustration. This was the movie that they're not going to release, he wondered. unquote, he wondered. IW reports Warner turned down offers made by Paramount and Netflix to buy Coyote versus Acme for $30 million, which is the amount that would cover the reported $70 million budget.
You can always let it leak by accident, quote unquote.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like with the Batgirl movie
Yeah, they could have just let the
or
like the
Batwoman movie?
yeah, they should just let it leak out into some website where people can watch it.
Yeah. Um, in the day the Earth blew up, a Looney Tunes movie, Daffy Duck teams up with Porky and Petunia Pig to stop an invasion by mind controlling aliens, which is a plot quite befitting of old Duck Dodgers.
No, yes, Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers of the 24th and a half century.
I know.
Yeah. Scheduled for theatrical release later this year, it will be the first Looney Tunes feature to hit theaters in over 20 years. Coyote versus Acme and Space Jam: A New Legacy would have beaten it to the punch had things around the world worked out differently. All right, so there we go. So there we go with that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, not a whole lot to probably mention here. Just and this is a rumor. There's a rumor circulating that of course the reason Coyote versus Acme got um,
Shelved.
what was it was did that girl leak? I so want to see that movie. Actually, it was Batwoman, I believe, but it was um,
I really couldn't care less about that.
yeah. But anyways, let's move on to the next article then, as it were. And I don't know why I just simply shut it off like that. But and again, if we do end up having some time, yeah, I might even search out another article. That's,
Oh, he was wanting Elk was wanting to know of the background movie leaked.
all right.
Whenever you want to answer that question.
Yeah. So here's the other article we're going to look at um, here tonight. So Studio Kara launches Space Battleship Yamato 50th anniversary. Okay, I thought it said 40th, but it said 50th anniversary project headed by Evangelion creator Hideki Anno. Article by Nerdigans Inc. published earlier today. There's Captain Okita, who was voiced in the Japanese by Goro Naya, prepares to launch Space Battle back in 1974 from Academy Productions. So, in giving the influential sci-fi space opera anime the respect and talent it deserves on its 50th anniversary, Studio Kara has announced that legendary Evangelion franchise director Hideki Anno will soon be taking the helm of Space Battleship Yamato.
I remember that. They used to show that cartoon plus Robotech and I
Mm-hmm.
think Speed Racer
Yeah,
on Sunday mornings.
I can't remember the other. Obviously, when it was shown here in the states, when the dub version was shown here in the states, it was under a slightly different title, but it was
Star Blazers.
Star Riders. I think might have been or Star
Blazers.
Blazers.
Star Blazers.
Yeah. Announced on March 30th via the studio's official website, as machine translated via DeepL, in parentheses there, in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of Yoshinobu Nishizaki and Leiji Matsumoto's seminal franchise. Anno will oversee the production of several commemorative media releases, the offerings ranging from art books, including new ones featuring the respective artworks of mechanical designer um, Junichiro Tanachi and Space Battleship Yamato 2199 mangaka Michio Marakawa, a collected release of the 1974 anime's soundtrack, and a colored edition of Matsumoto's original 1974 companion manga.
Wait. The first adult anime was Flagship Yakamoto a more violent movie cartoon?
Doesn't say anything about being the first adult anime here.
Okay, that's according to Elk.
Let's see. I didn't think as much as it would be likely be trash. I'd like to see it. My first adult anime as a kid, I'd seen G-Force, not knowing it was anime. Well, when it came out when I was a kid, it came out as Battle of the Planets, and the thing was, Battle of the Planets, G-Force, Gatchaman. It was originally produced back in 1972. That one was, and that one, and when Sandy Frank Productions um, adapted it in 1978, they made it into a kids cartoon. In fact, the term they used for the editing for that was called Bowderization. They quite literally cut about a third of the content out, deeming it too violent for a kids show, and replaced it with the Seven Dark Seven. That was the Battle of the Planet version. The G-Force version, I think they did more or less reintegrate all the material back into it. So, yeah, Battle of the Planets was my first anime, I believe too. Um, Yamamoto was the first anime I watched as an adult, and my second. I think he means his first anime as an adult. I saw G-Force when I was 10 or so, but never even heard the word anime. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I didn't, there were shows I watching, like Battle of the Planets, like Robotech, like Voltron, and Voltron was actually a combination of two animes. I didn't know those were. I didn't even know the word anime until like 2000. I think it was 2000 or 2003, somewhere around there. When I think it was right around 2000 when I started watching Dot Hack Sign. That's when I heard the term anime for the first time. Was when I started watching Dot Hack Sign.
For me, I think it's 1999 when I watched Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll, and I think that's about it. Oh, wait, the Street Fighter cartoon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Street Fighter cartoon back in there were a couple, but the Alpha one was the one I watched. They also USA also had a Street Fighter cartoon as well, part of their cartoon block. But anyways, back to the article then. Let's see. We already read that part. Sumo Kodai and Daisuke Shima in Space Battleship Yamato episode Yamato launched the challenge of 296,000 light years back in 1974. Additional plans include a touring exhibition across Japan featuring rare and valuable materials related to the franchise's production, as well as commemorative television screening of the original series' first episode on October 6th, the day before my birthday. The same date, it made its Japanese television debut back in 19. So it debuted a year and a day before I was born.
I didn't even exist.
Yeah. Set during an interstellar way, I think they mean war there, in 2199, after the Earth is made uninhabitable thanks to the use of radioactive meteorite bombs by their alien enemies, the Gamillas, space battleship Yamato sees an international crew set out on a mission upon the eponymous ship to retrieve the Cosmo Cleaner. Cosmo Cleaner, okay. Yeah. A device created by the planet Iskandar that could help in purifying Earth's atmosphere of its radiation pollution. In 1978, Toei Animation released a film adaptation of Space Battleship Yamato, therein condensing the 26-episode anime condensed down to a 130-minute movie. On October 13th, 2013, Studio Kara's official Twitter account tweeted a statement from the Shin Kamen Rider director, wherein he revealed that not only had he been a fan of the series, whose influence can be seen in anime ranging from Gundam, Macross, even Evangelion, for 49 years, but also that it played a major part in his own career.
Oh yeah, Voltron, and yeah. So I guess in a way we've all seen a lot more anime than we realize.
Yeah, I realized that a while ago when after looking into it more. But Voltron, as I said, Voltron was actually a combination of two separate animes that they somehow merged into one. The Lion version of Voltron was called Beast Go Lion, and then the vehicle Voltron one was called Dairuger 15. They were actually completely separate anime. But when they made Voltron, they merged the two animes.
How did they do that? And we didn't notice.
Huh?
How did they do that and we didn't even notice?
Well, they just did it. I don't think, again, nobody knew about it. Probably nobody really thought. I'm sure the Japanese fans knew. The Japanese fans who'd seen the original anime, because what you had to understand, Voltron came out in 83, 84, around there sometime. Early to mid 80s. Beast Go Lion, as I understand it, came out in 81. I think the vehicle one came out around the same time, maybe even a little earlier, like 78, I believe. So, but anyways, let's see if I can find the cursor here. We were kids. That is how, Tim. All right, so let's see.
To be fair, hold on. To be fair, I knew that someone was kind of screwy about the Transformers cartoon with all the voice mistakes and the one character would be the wrong color and etc. etc.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, the Transformers cartoon was actually done here in the States. It actually originated here in the States. That wasn't even an anime. The G1 Transformers cartoon. Anyways, back to the article here. Quote, if it weren't for my encounter with Space Battleship Yamato, I don't think I would be where I am today, unquote, said Anno. Quote, the coolness of the opening picture and song right after it started, I was I was numbed by the rising of the main title and the movement of Yamato as the camera pulled away from the captain's quarters, directly connected to it, grabbed my heart, and I feel like I'm still there today. I regretted so much that I had missed the first episode. Unquote. And there's Susumu Kodai, Yuki Mori, and Daisuke. Now, of course, when a lot of times what would happen in years past, they don't do it as much now. But in years past, whenever they'd make these adaptations, they'd change the names of the characters as well. But nowadays they don't. So, quote, from the second episode to the final, I did everything in my power to watch it. In parentheses, I had to sacrifice watching Great Mazinger. Great Mazinger was another hugely popular mecha anime at the time, and internationally shifted my cram school and intentionally shifted my cram school hours so that I could run back to my apartment the moment cram school ended. Unparenthesed, and I always sat in front of the TV at 7:30 on Sundays. Continued the Shin Ultraman director. Quote, I vividly remember the shock of the first episode, which I finally got to see when it was rerun, which I had been craving for a long time, unquote. Quote, once again, I feel that 49 years ago today was a time when my life was decided, unquote. He concluded, quote, I wanted to post this to express my personal appreciation for the epochal work, Space Battleship Yamato, unquote. Space Battleship Yamato's 50th anniversary projects are expected to release by October 6th, 2024, the day before my 49th birthday.
Yay!
Yeah, so anyways, let's see now. Let's see now. So let's see. I'm just. Oh, okay. So nothing new there. So, anyways, all right. So we're at 33 minutes. Let's see if find another quickie. I guess see if we can find another quickie article. If not here, maybe one of the other sites. Let's see. Nothing new there. Go check out Bleeding Fool here. See if there's anything there I want to touch upon there. Let's see. First off, of course, we will. Should comic book editors be entitled to creator credits? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's just see what's out there and see if there's anything. The problem with that I see, if is that the editors might get a big hit, and some of these editors who would be more inclined to like alter source material in adaptations. It might give them a bit more like justification to say we're just as much creators as the people who wrote the stuff.
Toxic Masculinity Tuesdays.
Yeah, apparently they write, and this is in the I guess this is in the films and TV news section where have an article. I don't cover it. Where I guess it's I guess it might be a way of poking fun at the SJWs in a way. Let's see. So views and opinions. About the yeah, not that I want to get into all that, but yeah, you know that Rock actually regrets endorsing Joe Biden now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does the
Um,
people's chant? The people's champ give himself the people's elbow?
anyways, let's see. Let me check one more source here. Yeah, so let's see. Movies. Let's see. Now, this site here that I have up right now, that Park Place, um, it's run by John Trent, who formerly was with Bounding into Comics. All right, yeah. Shannon, I think we've done enough articles for tonight. I think we'll kind of move on to the wrestling wrap up, and then
Wow, this is a pretty short show tonight.
well, yeah. I mean, we'll probably end by 50 minutes till. Usually, I'll basically plus or minus 10 minutes. I usually try to do it right around an hour. So we're kind of granted, I may be just doing a little bit quicker tonight, but anyways, so what we'll do? Okay, I even should have realized that I didn't need to close the window out just yet. But anyways, because I can just shift over to. All right, so we'll do the wrestling wrap up real quick. Talk about of course, um, like last night's the night after WrestleMania, last night's Monday Night Raw. Talk about what's on tap for Dynamite tomorrow night as well. So, as Triple H had announced at WrestleMania, there the start of um, the new era, the Renaissance era, and
The
and
the Renaissance era.
among some of the changes that they're looking at. First off, a lot of production values have changed quite a bit because of how they present Raw. Raw. That's one of the points they made. Also, pro wrestling is no longer a dirty word with the WWE now. Sports now, and they seem to be shifting away from the use of the term sports entertainment. You know, with of course Vince McMahon being basically put out of the picture. Now Vince McMahon is a dirty word now.
Oh yeah, I heard there's a story about him, isn't there?
Well, yeah.
He had
So
some very
basically,
odd relationships.
well, yeah, there are people claiming that there's a suit where they're claiming he apparently tried to traffic one of his female employees to some people, albeit not mentioned as one of the possible people that the employee was slowly being trafficked to was Brock Lesnar, and that's why Brock hasn't been around as much either. Because even though he was not specifically named, you know, he was kind of hinted at. But yeah, but that's all still going on, But with that, so from the Wells Fargo Center last night, um, WWE held its Monday Night Raw hosted on the USA Network with commentary by Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. As was, of course, the night after WrestleMania. The opening match saw NXT champion Ilya Dragunov defeat Shinsuke Nakamura. That match and another match later, current NXT Women's Champion Roxanne. Both of these were non-title matches. Current NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez did Indy Hartwell as WWE is after WrestleMania every year looks to bring up some of the NXT talent. So these and in between these two matches, in a 6-man tag match, the team of R-Truth of Awesome Truth, R-Truth and the Miz, who are now the current Raw Tag Team Champions, having won grabbing those belts at the 6-pack ladder match last night, or on actually Sunday, or on Saturday actually, defeated and they teamed with John Cena here to defeat the Judgment Day members of Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough. Now, there has been some talk that John Cena maybe, once his film commitments this year are done, maybe looking to have one final run in the WWE.
Who?
Coming back and actually,
John Cena?
Yeah, John Cena. Rather than just these spot performances that he does, he might decide they're saying that he's considering coming back for one more run in the WWE, just to go through one more year of wrestling before,
Say if he goes blind one day, is that whole "you can't see me" thing not going to be an act anymore? I can't see anything.
I don't know about that, but anyway, the team of Chad Gable and newly crowned Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn defeated the Imperium duo of Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Jade Cargill, in her first singles match, defeated Chelsea Green. And in the main event on the night, in a fatal 4-way for the number one contendership to see who challenges Damian Priest for the WWE World Heavyweight title, Jey Uso defeated Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet. So that's pretty much all that happened on Raw. Now moving ahead to what's to look forward to tomorrow night Dynamite. Tomorrow night AEW Dynamite, which I believe will be on TBS. Tomorrow night's Dynamite, which will be on TBS from the Charleston Coliseum in Charleston, West Virginia. We'll see in a women's match, Anna Jay will be taking on Mariah May. In a six-man tag team match, Shane Taylor Promotions of Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, and Anthony Ogogo will take on the team of Lionhook, Chris Jericho, and Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. Adam Copeland, aka formerly known as Edge, Adam Copeland, wrestling under his real name now, will defend the TNT title against Penta El Zero Miedo. And in a world title eliminator match, Samoa Joe takes on Dustin Rhodes. Now, for those of you who don't know, in AEW, what an eliminator match is that if the challenger wins the match, they will get a title shot anytime they choose at some point in the future. If they lose the match, and they're eliminated from world title contention for the foreseeable future. So that's basically what it boils down to. So with that being said, oh, and I see Tim put up his link there. Put up
Yeah.
one of the Walmart link to the special two edition, Melvin two
Yep.
special edition.
Yep.
All right, so we'll show that real quick there. Also, Tim, it's a good thing I am ending a little early tonight because if you think about it, it'll give people time to head over to Rick's channel to catch his chill stream too. Right?
Right.
All right. So with that, so now what we're going to do, of course, we're gonna today being Tuesday, April the 9th, 2024. Um, Good time to take a look back at this day, Nietzsche history. History! So, first off, we're going to head back 75 years ago today. As on this date, 75 years ago today, back in 1949, Warner Brothers' Rebel Rabbit premiered in movie theaters, was released in movie theaters on this date back in 1949. It was a Million Melodies animated short directed by Robert McKinson, and features Bugs Bunny. In the film, Bugs finds the insignificant bounty on rabbits to be offensive. I think I even remember watching this one recently, actually. He is informed that rabbits are considered harmless. He sets out to prove how dangerous they can by vandalizing monuments and landmarks throughout the United States. He is soon targeted by the entire War Department. He starts serving a prison sentence in Alcatraz Island while trying to figure out whether he overdid it.
Yep.
Okay. People aren't gonna shoot you because they think you're harmless. Therefore, So what? You want to make it to where people want to shoot you more, right?
Right.
That makes total sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
I'm being sarcastic, of course.
Of course.
But with that, moving on to the next piece in each history as we move ahead to 1994. As on this date in 1994, following anime premiered on Japanese television on this date 30 years ago today, back in 1994. Studio Pero's Shikun Takun and Elkin's Glass Mask. So those two animes premiered on Japanese television on this date back in 1994, 30 years ago today. Let's see now. All right. So with that, getting ready to move on to the next piece in each history. As on this date in 2014, 10 years ago today, get to that in a moment here, so I pull it up. On this date, 10 years ago today, the 25th issue of All New X-Men premiered or went on sale on Marvel's All New X-Men number 25, the 25th issue All New X-Men from Marvel went on sale on this date 10 years ago in 2014. Sold for $3.99 with 28 pages. The story was written by Brian Michael Bendis with art by David Marquez, lettering done by Corey Pettit, and Justin Ponsor did the coloring. So on this date, 10 years ago today, 25th issue of All New X-Men from Marvel went on sale on newsstands. And finally, the last bit of on this date 5 years ago today, SmackDown Live took WWE SmackDown Live took place from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Again, the day after WrestleMania, mind you. So this was the night after. The main event saw the New Day team of Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston defeat Drew McIntyre in the bar of Sheamus and Cesaro. The Hardy Boys won the WWE SmackDown Tag Team title over the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, in a match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The Iconics of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce defeated the Brooklyn Bells of Christine and Carissa Bell. The night opened up with a six-man tag of Ricochet, Aleister Black, Mustafa Ali defeating Shinsuke Nakamura, Rusev, and Andrade. So there you go, everybody. That's
Yep.
what we have for you tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Oh yeah. Quick and easy.
Yeah. With that being said, of course, I believe I'll have Rick back on tomorrow night. Before we head out, Tim, did you want? I know you already shared a link, but did you want to do any kind of outro, anything before we wrap?
Just Melvin Special Edition 1 and 2 are on Walmart, Barnes and Noble, and Amazon.
All right. So with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight, and I hope. And don't forget, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow night with more Niche News. Tim will also be joining me this Friday, and we'll be looking back to February 1940 of books that went on sale. Back in February 1940. This week we'll be focusing in on Centaur and David McKay. So with that, I thank everybody for being here, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye.